And then you come to the ground there, this beautiful facility.
Breathtaking view. Scenic, mesmerizing. And with that, cricket on offer. What more can a fan ask for? Okay then, Lin's in the mood. He's given that a swipe. And he's given it some swipe. One bounce. And that clatters into the advertising boards.
Well, it was in the slot. He gave it to him and he swatted it like a fly, didn't he? Just take a look at this. Just absolutely slaughtered that through the offside. There was no fielder there. One bounce over the boundary cushions, and he can just wonder why. Good shot, he says, but not very well bowled. That's what he's telling him. So there are the four fielders, five fielders, three on the on, two on the off on the boundary, saving the boundaries there. In the slot again, that's gone. Huge. That's gone all the way. 84 sixes for the tournament, and none better than that. Chris Lynn, ladies and gentlemen, is in the house.
Yeah, he's in smash mode. He's making intentions very clear. Things to worry here. Picked up the slow delivery very early. Cleared his left foot. Used the depth of the crease. And there he goes, bang. That's another powerful strike into the side screen region. Not easy being a bowler on the surface this evening. The Pokhara Avengers need to turn things around.
Well, this will be a lesson as we go forward in the tournament, Mikhail, because the medium pacers are coming on nicely to the bat. It's when you take pace off the ball that is becoming difficult as the tournament goes on. So more pace on the ball means the ball will travel further. And with the kind of altitude that we are at, it will just sail over those boundary lines. So they've got to be very mindful of the fact that taking pace off the ball, Jimmy Neesham, is the way to go. Slow deliveries, the back of the hand ones, the off cutters, slower bouncers. That's what they need to experiment with. Pace is not going to do anything good for the Pokhara Avengers. Absolutely stunning hit this. One bounce over the boundary cushions, down on one knee. The class of the man comes to the fore. He's taking Jimmy Neesham to the cleaners here at the TU International Ground in Kathmandu.
Yeah, Brown leaves, Lynn comes. That's how it is, and it's been carnage all through. No respite if you're a bowler. Just how beautifully he's bisecting the field, splitting the fielders, accessing the gaps. Lynn has found the perfect surface to express himself this morning, or rather this evening. 21 and 10.
Well, talking about surfaces, Mikhail, I know it's a really good surface even when you come on to bat the second time around. But if you've conceded 200 plus runs, you're always under the cosh. So I'm just wondering whether the Avenger skipper, oh, what a shot down the ground, will be a boundary as well. A couple of bounces into the boundary cushions and a no ball to boot. A free hit for Chris Lynn, as if the normal deliveries weren't good enough. Umpire says have a free one.
Pokhara Avengers are just digging a hole for themselves over here. They've been pretty ordinary in the field. They've lacked the tidiness with the ball, and a confirmation. Forehand, a free hit on offer. And for a change, it's Jimmy Neesham who's under the cosh. He's conceded 19 in the 4 deliveries that he's bowled in. He's come around the wicket, come over the wicket, shifted back to over the wicket. Lynn has just got stuck underneath him. Pressure, that's pressure. It happens to the best in the business.
Well, you're absolutely right. It does happen to the best in the business, but the best in the business, Chris Lynn, is dictating terms. He'll be surely wondering, Kushal Burtel, whether he did the right thing by choosing to field first, Mikhail. I, for one, like to bat first, put the runs on the board. Due or no due, if you have the runs on the board, it will take some scoring. 200 runs is not going to be easy to get, no matter what kind of outfield there is and how much due there is. That's gone as well. That's huge. That's the second six of the over. 85 for the tournament. 142 for one now. We're just in the 13th over.
26 runs with the ball to go in over number 13. Intensity in the middle. He's torn into this bowling attack, dismantled them completely and derailed their plans. And to make matters worse, he's hit that six right into their dugout. That looks like a catch that will be taken. Finally, the entertainment comes to an end. And it's Jimmy Neesham who'll have the last laugh, but Lynn has provided great amount of runs here in a short span and given the Royals a very solid platform to go big and over 200 in this fixture.
Well, just let's take a look at that. Ooh, geez, has the umpire taken a look at that? We'll need the other angle to confirm. The crowd going ballistic here. Take a look at this. A big moment in the game for sure. Where does the umpire see the first point of contact? Ravindra Vimalasiri, the TV umpire, has one of the most difficult decisions to make. Well, the on-field umpire seemed to be having a laugh, seeing the lighter side of it. Jimmy Neesham doesn't. He knows that he's just millimeters there. Oh, geez, the umpire, will he say no ball? Oh, he's given that out. So umpire Ravindra Vimalasiri does feel that there was some part of that heel behind the popping crease. That's the end of Chris Lynn after a really good cameo. 31 of 13, 4 fours, 2 sixes. Just take a look at this. Unselfishly going for the runs, taken well by Tiwari, Abhishek Tiwari, the catcher. Chris Lynn departs. 31 of 13. The Royals